Care community, conveniently located off East Brainerd, has all the boxes checked. This isn't senior living the way you thought it would be. This is senior living the way you want it to be. Call Rockbridge Oaks today to see why you deserve to thrive here.
If you or a loved one have been harmed on someone else's property through no fault of your own, you have legal rights. We have been protecting those rights for many years. Let us help you. At Wedemark Keith, it's more to us. It's personal.
Count on Local 3 News for more local stories.
This time of year, I think home takes on an added meaning. Don't you think? The holidays are right around the corner, and for a lot of people out there, they're hoping to have a new home in time for the holidays. And if you're just now thinking about putting your house on the market, you might be thinking, well, we missed our chance this year. But Mark Hite says, no deal. He can help you get that home in time for Thanksgiving, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the holidays are such a special time for all of us. And the memories that we make at home as we spend time with our family, our friends, and many folks that are watching us today are just thinking about, this house is too big, this house is not big enough, I've missed my chance to really get reset for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
But Julie, guess what?
What?
It's 62 days to Thanksgiving.
Thanks a lot.
There is plenty of time to get your house on the market and get a new home.
Okay, what's the average time on the market these days?
It's a great question. Year to date, we're running 36 days on the market.
Okay.
So if we went to work together in the next few weeks, you've got plenty of time to get your house on the market, get it under contract, and get your new home.
Is it whatever you want to do with the sale of your home pretty much these days you can do? Once upon a time, you would close on your house and then move like same day.
Yeah.
Is that still standard?
It's still pretty common, although we have been able to negotiate some occupancy agreements depending upon the timing and how things work for folks. Because, you know, the biggest problem is once you've closed on it, you're now a landlord if you're allowing somebody to stay there.
Yeah.
So what happens if something happens in the house, one of the movers falls and breaks a leg, you know, so that's where you really need an expert helping negotiate those terms, getting the releases done correctly if there is some occupancy after closing.
A lot of people, I just hear conversation around, especially Mark, it seems like with those who are first-time home buyers. I won't put an age on it, but a first-time home buyer. And they're just still biting their nails because of the interest rates and the cost of houses.
You know, we had a training seminar yesterday, and there were two things that we really learned. And the first is they're predicting interest rates to get back into the 6s next year. And so we've got these great programs where the seller can help buy down your rate. So like yesterday, rates were 7.25. So in the first year of your mortgage, your rate would be 5.25.
Okay.
The second year, it would be 6.25. And then you've got time to refinance. But what's more important, Julie, is because our prices in this market have not declined to last year. They're going up at a more average 3%. If you wait till next year, guess what? That house is going to be more expensive. So do not miss out on the opportunity to have a new home this year. Date the rate, but get the home that'll make a difference for your family.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. Let's say that you're the homeowner and you're selling, but you're thinking too, yeah, but now the prices are more expensive for our new purchase.
Right.
You're still seeing people take advantage of that equity that they've got.
I sat with a couple in McDonald the other day, and what they perceived their house to be worth versus what was really taking place in McDonald, because they were thinking about downsizing. And it's like, you know, is it now the time or should we wait because we may still have a mortgage? Well, they had $190,000 in equity in that house, more than they ever thought about, which could enable them to make a huge down payment on that next house where the interest rate is not as important. You know, you can really navigate much better because you've got more equity, more cash to put down or pay down other debts. Maybe you're trying to downsize and get rid of car payments or some credit card debt. This is really a good time.
When you're talking to people about the value you think you'd put on their home, and you've told me before that in this market especially, pricing it right is really important. We all have Zillow and Redfin and all that. Do we need to be careful about looking at those estimates online?
You know, they're a good kind of gauge, and that's what these folks were kind of basing on, was where Zillow said their house was. But the reality was, when we looked at homes that had sold very recently or were currently on the market under contract, meaning the market of today, their house was actually worth a good bit more than what this estimate said. So the most important thing is that you get an expert who comes out there who does this every day and can really look, because the wife said, oh, our house needs so much work. They actually called thinking they were a guaranteed offer candidate.
Oh, wow.
And they were not. Their home was well maintained.
Well, okay, we did not know this going into the conversation, and I think that's really good for you to point out, because, you know, Mark, people can be a little bit skeptical sometimes, and they think, is he going to just come and throw me the guaranteed offer when it might not be what's best for me? That's not what you're going to do.
100%. I am the only guy in town that has the ability to walk in and give you an honest assessment of what your market will bring in the open market with all of our marketing thrown at it. And also, if you want it, I will give you a guaranteed cash offer, and you decide what's best for you. I was on the south side last week, and the roof's leaking. The kitchen, they've got some deferred maintenance there. There's a variety of things that need to take place, and they had gotten an estimate from a contractor to do all this, and they were like, oh my gosh. But you know, we gave them the two scenarios so they could decide, do I invest $55,000 to get all this done on my house, or do I take the guaranteed offer and go ahead and move in 30 days? This person had some health issues they were preparing for and needed to get rid of steps.
Yeah.
So I'm the only guy that can really give you those two options.
Okay, so if you're looking for a bigger kitchen, a smaller kitchen, a better view, whatever it is before Thanksgiving, Mark says that you can have it. And then you're doing your pumpkin pickup again this
Don't
year.
forget, yes, you know, it is fall, y'all.
Yes.
So I partnered with the Barn Nursery September 30th from 10 to 1. Come by. All of our friends of 3+U and the Mark Hite team, we've got free pumpkins for you, and Cole's got all kinds of fall mums and stuff to decorate your front porch.
Perfect, which will help you in the selling. Right?
Absolutely.
You can find Mark at markhitehomes.com or give him a call at his office down there on the south side, 265-0088. Thank you.
Look no further than Mercantile at the Ridge for that unique home furnishing or collectible. The same familiar location, new management, and a refreshing shopping experience with over 125 individual shops. Find what you're looking for at Mercantile at the Ridge, Ringgold Road, Exit 1, East Ridge.
You're gonna need a bigger plate. Captain D's new crispy jumbo fish tenders. Jumbo meals, small prices. It's bigger, better, bolder when the captain is calling. Order on the app to earn rewards. Captain D's.
You know, I got 2 home runs.
You got 2 jacks.
And then my grand slam, I signed the ball for you.
Okay.
And it says, Papa, I love you.
Why did you do that?
Because you taught me everything about baseball.
I'm so sweet.